Welcome back. Back. Yeah. We're just recording this, man. We're trying this out.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, people.
People,
Welcome.
look up in the sky and thank God
Mhm.
for the whisper so you can get up this morning. It's a Sunday morning,
Mhm.
and I know everybody's getting up, getting ready to go to church. But we already did our prayer at home, quietly in your own secret place.
Mhm.
So today we're just trying something new. Record everything we do. So in the future, some people will press play and they're gonna know something. Like, wow, there were some secretly hidden
It's a
and truth of all the matters going on. So
so, how's your morning?
the sun is up, the, the sky is blue. I ran out of oat milk juice,
Oh man, we gotta make some coffee.
and also we can get some coffee.
We
But
gotta make some coffee.
thank God for today, and continue have positive things talked about, and the healing of what have happened, and avoid it from is we're preventing it from happening by spreading words, spreading out the what you went through in life, and figure out how you can get out of that. And the only way to get out of it is talked about it and sharing, and hopefully whoever's listening, family, friends, and maybe they can relate and they can have the courage to face what is pushed down on them, on us, growing up, that everything was right. Little we know it was majority was wrong, and it got all of us confused and going back and forth, all because our feelings are involved. But your heart is where everything comes from, so it's within you. You know, it's within you. Until you figure that out yourself and your creator, everything will go smoothly according to what you want to do. You know, because now you have a connection with your inner soul about admitting and own up to everything that has happened in your life, and continue to do things positive, talk positive, instead of blaming and always be negative around people that trying to find out what is really going on, and we all know what's going on. There's there's nowhere to go find it but in you. So,
Yeah.
and sorry about my blue nosed dog is in the back.
He's all like,
She
wah.
she just an old lady, you know. So and that's what I'm always want to share everything, record things. So when I share with you out there, the world, you know what's cracking and what's coming.
Yeah.
And we have Faino Manongya Manu Tuitele up in here too. Just to share some stories, just share what we've been doing, and it's just a quick, maybe 5 minute talk, conversate. How's the day gonna be, and then we'll go from there.
Mm. Yeah. I think going back to you talking about growth, right? Between us and where we're at now, fast forward, uh, is quite of a progression where we're at, right?
Yep.
And you talk about how we're gonna share a lot of things and talk about um the hardship and the sacrifice and the things that we had to do to get to the healing um, version, and start healing ourselves so that we can start embracing who we are, right? And then also having communication between us,
No.
where we can have an understanding, right? And then, like you say, sharing the information so that the people, or to our family and friends and whoever's listening out there, um, that is more than just us sharing our story and talk about things that that we had to go through, but it's going to help others see for themselves and be able to help them in their journey, right, in their life, as not only couples, uh, individually, because we're coming in here, we want to be transparent as well as unbiased, right? So that way, like you say, you always say, as long as I'm speaking to you and you have Jesus in your heart, then there shouldn't be any escalation. There shouldn't be any type of
commotion
going on. It should be just okay, a straight conversation. So I think for us, where we're at now, we can literally have just great conversations, and then just going back, even though a lot of things he say, people will take it into their way of receiving his information. While other times, I think what I've learned, dealing with my husband is to really kind of sit back and take in what he just said and what he meant by that, and then I can say, okay, that's what he meant. Okay, well, that's his saying, So I'm going to respect that, and because before when he say something, I'll be like, oh, it's fire on ice. He's like, oh, here we go, But now it's like when he talks, and I say, okay, I just sit there and go, that's what he's saying, and then just think about it before I say something, because a lot of times I think that's what people kind of see that and take it, whatever way you want to take it, the way he is. And him, you see him on podcast, he's over there. Did you hear me? They're like, oh, your soul just, just like left your body. Be like, wait, did he say he's coming back home? I hope you guys are ready. No, but in the reals, I think this is a stepping stone for us. Like every day for us now, like moving forward, is it's definitely something that it's never too late, actually. But here we are, because our kids with my father, our kids are grown. He's in the right mind. He's in the mind of all about getting it done. Sharing the things, share who he is, however you want to take it. You're offensive or not. You think, wait a minute, do you hear that? I can hear something. Hello? I think it's working now. But hopefully on the other side it's not too loud when they hear it. But yeah, it's gonna be for us. Our whole focus is always waking up happy, do our prayer, pray for not just us, all of you guys, all the world, our family, our children, especially our moms.
And that's it.
And then we start our day and say, okay, what are we doing today that's going to benefit us tomorrow? Mm-hmm. What can we share with our family and friends that's going to help them tomorrow, next year, 5 years, 10 years, Yeah. And this guy, I'm going to say it, he has all the time in the world to do it. The judge, look at that guy like, But no, he actually told Mr. Sutton, I have all day, sir. I have all day to come in here. He's like, oh man, I messed with the wrong dude, man. You know. So, but yeah, just going like real quick, fast forward from. But we're gonna share that journey. In every episode that we're gonna talk about, we're gonna share a little bit of something, that a lot of you can relate. Couples that like our generation that are hanging in there. Believe me, we're there, and I hope you're the same. Where you're at is the same place we're at, because, right, honey?
Yes.
I
You
just
know what
sit
I'm
there.
saying?
Just,
You gotta know what you're
just don't
pointing
look
at.
at me, please, when he
You know
points the
what I
finger.
mean?
Don't look at me, because people look at me like, what do you want me to do? I can't. I'm sorry. All I
Yeah.
can look at you is like,
You gotta know who you're pointing at, and you gotta make sure
I'm sorry.
that is the right thing to say. Because words will cut somebody,
Oh, deeper.
words deeper.
Like, cut me instead, please.
I'd rather have you punch me than freaking
Okay.
say those to
Sorry,
me.
don't.
You know what I'm
Don't do that.
saying? Yeah.
What I just said.
So,
That was just,
but it's just
jokingly.
your
But
opinion.
yeah,
My opinion is that,
don't do that.
you
But
know,
yeah.
and that's all. Just some of the people that my family, man, they don't know what's going on with me, but they will find out when they see me in person.
Okay, I'm gonna say a little bit about that, about you, who you are.
Oh, okay.
You know, uh, I want to express that because I see him every day, y'all. Okay, so I actually can say it. I'm not making up things.
Oh, sorry, man. Nose
Here you go, babe.
messing up with the
I
vibe.
know, huh? See,
Oh,
but talking about you, I think uh, the transformation, right? And I love to share that because I've seen it. Um, and what you are doing now, right? People are labeling you for the things that you're doing. It's not really actually seeing like where your mindset is at right now, right? And so a lot of people that haven't, well, I can't speak for them, haven't went through the healing process as you did, right?
right.
Is where your mind is at now, and now you're actually not sharing, but you're expressing who you really are, right? And a lot of people are not used to that, or even take you, like completely just not trying to sit back and like, what, my brothers change for the better, right? And I see the not just the strength, but I see uh the power, right? That you bring when you talk now. Like not only you're confident in who you are, you know, um, to you now it's like, okay, I need to start putting these things to action, and you need their support because, especially your siblings, regardless of what we go through in this life, your siblings are so important when it comes to who you are, right? More to tell it to me. Someone not for quiet. You know what I'm saying? But what I can say about you is that I hope people can kind of just listen a little bit of what I'm saying and to put it into perspective.
Not listen, hear.
Or hear what I'm saying.
Just
You're
hear.
right. Just hear what I say. You can take it however you want to take it, right? But you know, everything you say is all about, it's not, I know it is not to benefit anything that you're trying to do. It is about you setting forth your role, right, of who you are, and to be able to, and your thing now is like you're all about your family, right? What you were born to do. And so I see that in you. I see the when you're trying to talk to your family and talk to people that you love, like, this is who I am. Now I know who I am. I need you by my side. Regardless if we agree or disagree.
And that's
Right?
what
I need you by my side, because they're important. They're the one that is important to. But I know you, knowing you, you will still push forward, because that's who you are. And now that I see that you're embracing that side of you. That's why, like, as far as me, now I know. When you talk, okay, I listen. I listen anymore.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
It, it, I don't know, because most time I talk about things, some people's not there yet.
That's what I'm saying. We're all like, you're right.
I'm like
Is
way
there, right?
ahead of everybody.
Like,
The me.
because like I say, all the your transformation and your healing process, a lot of people are not there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's but this is why we talk about these things, right? Because then people see it, and like, this is the whole transfer. I mean, and it's for the better. Like,
Yes.
you right now, where you're headed, believe me, guys. I this yeah. No, I've been waiting for this moment, so right here. So, but
And like you said, everything I talk about now is family. And like I jump on some of the podcasts and everything. Family podcasts, the Grand Fives, and even my classmate podcast. I speak honest and truth to them. You know, that's the only way for you to move forward is let the past be the past.
right,
If you're still thinking about the past, that means you're still back in 1980 or 1970.
right.
And it's not fair for your kids to keep seeing that you're still battling that trauma.
Like, within our families,
so,
like I think with our generation, the generation before us, or which is our parents. I mean, a lot of them have lost their their other half.
And
But
they, like them too, they don't know how to break that the history that happened to them.
Yeah, right.
They don't know how to do it, and then they continue on to now it trickle down
To everybody else.
and then it's like it's a common thing now.
Yeah.
And that's why the way we talk and we move around people, I don't sugarcoat stuff. You see what you get, and you get what you see. you know, it, that's why, like you say, a lot of people cannot adjust. It's hard for them to adjust.
It is too hard to adjust.
Because sometimes they don't know if I'm jokingly or if I'm serious.
Or, I mean, things that you say, because you're very direct.
Very direct. I don't have time to go around in a circle, go around and around.
Some people, it could be offensive. It could be, it can, like I say, it's disrespectful, or however you want to take it. But to me, as like anyone, they have their own opinion. When somebody says something, I say, okay, that's your opinion.
And you better have the reasons and everything behind it, because I want to hear it. Yeah. And then I'm going to put two and two together and see if it makes sense. Yeah. Because everything I'm speaking on, I'll give you guys reasons why and why not. Mm. And then it's up to you, and then you go and say, always said, why? And then I'm saying, why not? We have every right to do whatever we want to do if we understand what we want to do and you know what you're going to do. And that's why a lot of people is always saying the why. I don't need to find the why. Those people are still stuck in the why.
Yeah.
I'm with the why not? Let's go get them. Why not? Let's go figure this out. Why not? Let's go.
I mean, it's such a learning process. Like if you don't just kind of take in what it is out there, and available to us, and share that information with our loved ones and people that we, just don't really pay it, like, know or don't have time. Like,
They don't
a lot
have
of us
time.
grew up in an environment where, I mean, we are a byproduct of this world, and either you're a worker or you're a business owner,
Or you're gonna be poor.
or you're just down in the slump, dealing with poverty but
sad.
when we're able to help ourselves and then share information and give people the confidence to to go out there and know their rights and everything that they do, believe me,
Yeah, man.
it will make things a little bit easier for you. Then when you're you're being misused, and taken advantage of. So
Stop it.
but today, this is our first kind of
Yeah.
thing. I think we didn't, I think we're just kind of jumping in a little bit. We didn't really introduce ourselves because this is kind of a test. We just got jump right in. But
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I think the next episode
yeah.
we'll kind of introduce ourselves a little bit, talk
Yeah.
a little bit of history, background of who,
Yeah. And
where we're
and
from, and
yes, and the goal for the mission that we're trying to preach here, not only the Fasa more like a lot of podcasts that's doing, trying to find out why there's a gap, but our podcast that we're trying to promote here is your family tree. We gotta know our family tree. So in the near future, couple days, couple weeks, a month from now, we're gonna send out some invite to family, my generation that know the history of our family
and share
and where we're
information.
from, and we share up here.
And share
So all our nephew and nieces, they can go back and watch this and then write things down because that's the main goal that we're trying to do. This podcast is you gotta know who you are.
Yes, I think that's the thing too. Like, to add on to that bit is, I think, like, now that we've gone through this whole process, is that we've lost that.
Yeah, lost it.
And we hold ourselves accountable for that. We know that. We didn't emphasize that a lot in our family and our children. But I think we'll talk more about it. We're trying to have more conversation about it, and we need to push that more and get our kids back on track, and to learn the language and to know who they really are. Because that's the thing, like, once they're kids, you tell them, you're like, you guys should have done that, a long time ago when we were growing up, that because I know he was taught and I was taught that. And I think when we got together, that's a whole nother episode, is we immediately start having a family, start taking care of our parents, start taking care of everybody. And we didn't have time to even think of all the things that we could have done differently, because we were dealing with our own trauma. That's another episode. But you know what I'm saying, hon?
Mm-hmm. And I know there'll be a lot of doubters out there,
And it's
including
okay.
my own family.
It's all good.
I know they're doubting me what I'm trying to do here. But you guys should see. You guys will see. You guys will
It's all
see what
about
I'm gonna bring.
actions, and it's all, people fail all the time in life.
Doesn't mean that you're gonna stop.
It's all about failing. Is learning. If you fail, you're gonna learn from it. You know what I'm saying?
Get up
and keep doing it, keep pushing it, and you can say that you've done it. People can say all they want to say, but did you do it? Okay, then go do it. Go do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Show yourself that you can do it. Because I tell you what, when we talked about last night, and Gina's niece Sina, she brought up a good point. How consumer right is not for the weak. That's a true statement. However, it can apply to anybody. It can apply to anybody. It could be somebody that don't even know how to read and they know their consumer right. You know what I'm saying? And you just tell them the information like, oh, okay. And you go in there confidently knowing that you are a consumer in everything, then we know. We know when we go talk, we know how to handle things, and people like, oh, okay, well they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, the camera.
Because they're gonna help. It's gonna help. It's gonna help all of us in our children, so that way they can protect them, and then people know. Oh, say hi, Pookie. The other wench of the house. God, I swear.
Hi, Pookie.
Si Kenny, I tell my husband, you know what? Faya Pookie dale out, fellow me, Faya Pookie dale out, fellow come up and do your laundry. Faya Pookie.
What you say? Ding.
He just continued. If I said, oh
man, Pookie loves flavor.
Softly and gentle. Well, yes, he's used to it.
Look, man, look like the guy from Star Wars. Chewbacca.
Really?
Bathroom. All right, guys.
All right. The next episode, we'll talk about. This is nice. This is a beginning.
Yes.
We love y'all. We'll come back. See you
Peace
soon.
out, people.
Bye.
Bing. Leave studio. And session for all.